something to tell me, that being Adam, what the equation is for an arithmetic sequence? Do you recall? Okay, somebody help him out. Go, Harry. Yeah. Good. And that's arithmetic. Now, if you can't remember that, that's fine. I'm going to give these to you on your quiz and your exam. Okay. How can I tell that's arithmetic? Why does it make sense that equation's arithmetic, other than saying I told you so? What type of equation is that, Narcisse? Yeah. Yeah. Right on. Okay. If you look at that, what is that equation going to be? What type of equation is that? Yeah. Linear. Okay. This is going to be linear. Okay. So, and that's what we want. Okay. So for letter A here, we'll do first in blue. Can I get 3 volunteers named Adam, Harry, and Sabrina to give me 3 pieces of information, please? Adam, go. A is going to be 6. Good. Harry, anything else you know about this question? D is 7. Sabrina, anything else you know about this question? Tn is 97. And then this question mark. Now again, if you can't remember that, write the given information on the left-hand side. All right, Lucy, can you sub some numbers into the equation for me, please? Oh. Lucy, can you sub some numbers in for me, please? Yes.
97.
Yes.
6 plus bracket.
Yeah.
N minus 1.
Yeah. Good. Nope, you cannot. Narcisse, can you please solve for n, please? Go ahead. 91. He's such a good baby. My baby goes, yeah, yeah. That's an approximation of what he sounds like. Okay, Jenna, next step, please, is what? Good. 98 equals 7n divided by 7 divided by 7. N equals 15, is that right? 15?
14.
14. 14, right? Okay, Amy, can you do the same thing for the next one? AD, TN, and N. Go ahead. Okay, guys, can you one sec, please? Go ahead. Oh, Harry. Go ahead. Amy, can you give me all the stuff here? Yeah. 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 Now, please remember for this, it's negative. You're dropping by 4 each time. Okay, you're going down by 4 each time, so it's a negative. Okay, cool.
So negative 30.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Devin, can you solve this entire equation for me, please? That is plus 4, which would make this negative 60. Thank you. Negative 4n, so n equals 15. Does that look better?
Yeah.
Pluses and minuses, that's all life is, unfortunately. Okay, I'm going to hit pause right now and hand out the test. I'm going to go through 1 or 2 solutions for the test. I'm going to hit pause before I start talking. This is the whole last 2 pages. This is solved negative 360. Okay, so this is going to be this question right here I'm going to do. Now, again, I hear some people saying I did not fund this at all, but some people got very little on this part, so I want to make sure this is good. The question from the problem solver is going to be what your final exam looks like. Okay, so these are what the questions are going to look like. Some people got like nothing on this question, or like 1 mark. You got to be able to do something like this. William, I'm picking on you. So just say the closest to me. How do you solve for tables? The first step? That's right. First step's going to be what? No. We'll do this one first. Right. So negative 2 sine 2 theta minus 25 negative 1. So things are looking good, but not yet great. Okay, right? Or we should try writing this down, right? Okay, let me try writing this down. Next step is what? I'll just look at anybody here. Sure, divide by -2. This may change it to positive 1/2. Okay, without using your calculator, what sign of what equals 1/2? 30. There's no triangle. So it's going to be 2 theta minus 25 equals 30 degrees. Okay, I'm going to order 2 boards here because what's the other angle when you use sine? This is what people are forgetting. A lot of you left this whole side of the board. Lucy, what is it?
Well, it does 6, sorry, 65 by 2.
Yes, that has nothing to do with this right-hand side, though. That is true for the period, yes. But for the right-hand side, Nate,
185.
because you're using sine, and that's true for sine. But I'm going to write what Lucy said because you're right. My period is 360 over 2, which is 180. But this 180 is not this 180. They mean different things. What that period is going to be is when we add, you know what I mean, to our solution. Okay, so then just solving. We have theta minus 25 equals 15. A few people mess up some algebra here, but that should be 40. That should be 40. That's okay. Just speaking well. Strong voice. Just one equals 2 theta minus. You know what's funny? Like I experienced this when I come to school. Anyway, so this is 75 equals theta minus 25. Then we have 100 equals theta. Okay, this is looking wonderful. You're at about 1 mark though right now on this question. Maybe 2 you might be at. Depends how kind I'm feeling. What do I still have to do? Yeah. Add and subtract, and subtract the period. I said add the period and subtract. There were some people who just did negative. What just did positive? Where am I going from where to where? Negative 360 to positive 720. So you can add and subtract the period. So what I'm just going to do, people did a really good job of this on the whole, but some people got nothing. I'm going to add 180 and subtract 180. I add 180, I get 220. I subtract 180, I get negative 140. Okay, so things are looking good. I'm going to add 180 again. Subtract 180. I'm going to get theta equals 400. Theta equals negative, what is that? And if I do another minus 180, that's too small. So that one I can take out. I'll keep on adding 180 to get theta equals 580 again. So. And you have to have lots of solutions. There's lots and lots and lots of solutions. To continue with our communication mark on the first page, how many solutions are you going to have and why? A lot. There are going to be like a lot. Okay. How many solutions are there going to be between 0 and 360 and why? This is the first question on the test. Between 0 and 360, how many solutions are there? Generally, there's 2, but in this case, how many are there going to be? 4. Right? Now, what very few people said was it's 4 because the period's 180, meaning there's 2 answers from 0 to 180, and then 2 more answers from 180 to 360. That's all I need you to tell me. People told me all sorts of things they solved and everything, but very few people actually explain. So when the period's 180, that means there's 2 solutions from 0 to 180, 2 from 0 to 3, from 180 to 360. So in this case, there's 2 from negative 360 to negative 180, 2 from negative 180 to 0, 2 from 0 to 180, 2 from 180 to 360, and then so on and so forth. So what's that, 12? So lots of answers here. Okay, I'm just going to do the same thing here, adding and subtracting 180. Now I know we did these tons. If you didn't get full marks on this question, make sure you know how to do this for the final, okay? Because one of these on here again, I guarantee. Okay, so that turns into 280. What is that for? 660? 640. Negative 80 and negative 260. Plus, I know there are tons of these on the assignment too, but not tons. So. How many pages of the exam? 30. Oh, there's a cover page though, so 12. There's a cover page, so 12. Oh, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Okay, that's that. Now again, a lot of people did a really good job on this, but some people mixed up. The next two ones were the word problems. I'm going to tell you what disappointed me with the word problems. About 3 people in the class drew a graph. Most people just tried to make an equation out of nothing for number 2 and number 3, and that's fine if you think you can do that. Some people did. Okay, but here's the issue for number 2. I made this is probably the most difficult one to test with number 2 because I put a little curveball. It says, after a hard day of math class, Mr. Sadler relaxes in my imaginary hot tub. I don't have a hot tub I want. The depth of the water is 3.5 feet when it's turned off. What does that mean? That's my axis. No bubbles. That's true. Okay. 3.5 feet, though, is going to be the middle distance. And the waves can go 1.5 feet high. The waves hit Mr. Sadler every 15 seconds. So far, so good. The difficult part comes next. It says, model this with a sinusoidal equation, assuming that the hot tub was at a minimum at t equals 2. That's the hard part of this question. The other thing is Mr. Sadler being mean. A sinusoidal equation means sine or cos or tan. It's not just sine, it's sine or cos or tan. The first thing I'm going to do is sketch my graph. Somebody tell me anything interesting with this graph you can. Axis is 3.5, so I'm going to put a 3.5 here. Somebody else tell me something interesting. Period is 15. Period is 15. Now that's interesting, but I'm not going to put period is 15. So I'm going to put axis is 3.5. Period is 15. So I'll leave that. I do need that later on, but not yet. Anything else I know? Right? Minimum is 2. Ooh, yes, it is. And the max 25. That's because my amp is 1.5. Okay. What else do I know? K is going to be 360 over 15, which is 4. Okay, now this is the hard part. This is what gets people mixed up. Somebody tell me some points on my graph here. Where's my first point going to be? 2 and 2. 2. Okay. So there should be my first point is here at 2 and 2. And this is what got a lot of people mixed. We didn't draw the graph, we just did that with no shift. Seriously? Don't give me that. He has time. Good? Seriously?
Because T2 is also.
Okay, where's the next point of my graph? If I know there's a minimum of time equals 2, what's my next minimum? 26? Yeah. 17, how's your 17 down? That's good, right? So we're going to look here to 17. What's the next point to the right of that going to be? 32, I think I did my math right. Okay, that's all well and good. I love it. Okay, but we want the maximums for cosine. When are the maximums going to be? This is the difficult part of this. How are we going to find that, Nate?
Halfway between.
Perfect.
So at 9.5.
Right on. And this is where that's what made this question tricky. Okay. So this is going to be 9.5 your maximum. Nate, can you explain how you got 9.5?
It's just between 2 and 17.
Yeah, so what you just do is say like 2 plus 17 divided by 2. The same thing then, 17 and 30 provide 15 to that, that should be 24.5, I think. Is that right, 24.5?
26.
What is that? I don't know. I guess 24.5. Right, 9.5 plus 15 is 24.5. Now we're doing a graph. Now, I'm going to recommend again, draw a graph. Not everyone did. Not everyone did. You said you did, but not everyone did in the class. Probably less than 5 people. Okay, so what happens there then is my equation should be y equals 1.5 cos 24 degrees t minus 2 t minus 9.5 plus 3. I'm not going to do part B of this. I'll do part B of the next one. Wait, because that's just a subject itself. Are we okay from that graph? You can make an equation when you get the graph, right? That's the thing with that. Yes. Why is the first point? Because we said at, if the minimum is at, is that a minimum? So this is the minimum of the graph, how we said 2 years. So this is your time, is this way, right? And this is your height. And I like, I think Joe, you're the one who's using negative post, right? Is that you? That's good. So Joe just decided to do negative post. So he did sort of start to click on that. That's the last option. Now we're a lot better for the next example. I'm going to leave part B. I want to do all of number 3 to the next one. Okay, how you feeling? Yeah, that's what's going on. Like, my data takes 8 minutes. Okay, number 3. So, a wind turbine is 94 meters tall. The blades are 24 meters in length. The blades go at a frequency of 27 revolutions per minute. What that means is that the blades go around 27 times in 1 minute. Assume that the blades begin at a minimum. Use a sinusoidal function, which again means sine or cos, or tan. We haven't actually used tan, and we won't, okay, because the graph tan is weird. To model the height above the ground of the blade test. Okay, this one is tricky. Let's start with the graph though. You can do this in minutes or seconds. I think you did yours in minutes. Yeah, and that was good to switch over. You might have saw 2 little axes when I left after that was right there. Okay. I'm going to do it in seconds. How many seconds? What's the period of this graph going to be? 60 over 27. Okay, if you did, here we go, guys. So if you did that 60 seconds over 27 revolutions. Okay, so if you did minutes, that'd be 1 over 27. You did it like that. So that's going messy. Now, what that is, and I got a few people stung on this, that is equal to 20 over 9, which is 2.22222 dot, 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 dot. If you round it to 2.2, please don't, your number's going to be off. Okay, I think I took off half the mark. Some people did that. So what that means is every 20 over 9 seconds it repeats. Okay. It says the blade start at a minimum. What's the minimum height going to be? How much? No. 70. I'm going to say 70. I'm going to say 94 is in the middle. So you think the blades for this is going to repeat around. So 94 is going to be in the middle. 70 and what is that? 20. All right? Yeah. It says the blades begin at a minimum. So it's going to be here. And here. And here. The maximum is going to be where? 10 over 9 or 1.1. Okay. From that graph, what else can we get? Yeah, K equals over 20 over 9. And I got that to 162. Now again, if you use minutes, which you did, you'll get a slightly different answer. All right, 162. Good. Okay, what do we have? We have our axis is 94. Our amp is 24, sorry. And our shift is 10 over 9. So our equation is H equals 24 cos 162 degrees T minus 10 over 9 plus 94. Great. Or negative cos there too. And that's what I did on my sheet. If you take a look, just saying no. I use negative cos as my solution. Yeah. So the point of what Joe was saying, it makes sense. In a negative, if cos starts at the maximum, negative cos starts at the minimum. So you get the same solution with no shift. Are we okay with the 10 over 9, 20 over 9, 30 over 9, 40 over 9 come from? That's the hard part of this question. Once you get that, once you have this first step, life is easy for you. Well, not easy, but relatively easy. Science. I know it's been a month to get this step. Okay, should I solve letter B? No. Okay. We'll do one of these. I think the way I'm going to study the review for this, I'll do trig will be one of the big parts to review. Obviously, like for flat line. Okay, I'm going to hit pause here. You guys can talk with yourselves for 30 seconds, and then we'll get started.